Good morning, everyone. Kind of lost count of what day we are in this COVID-19 crisis, but I'm still here. Got my coffee, because that is an essential for me. So, in my last video, I said that I was going to show how to make these masks, but honestly, when I got home, I was just so tired and so stressed that I conked out and went to sleep. But I will try to do that today. Trying to have as much of a stress-free day as possible. And this is really easy. You don't have to make it where it looks like a supportive device. It's an easy thing that can be made with like a bandana or whatever. So, bandana and some rubber bands or elastic. So I will work on that later today. But how are you doing? How are you managing with all this? Here in Minnesota, the governor made a statement yesterday afternoon, a stay-at-home order that becomes effective at 11:59 tomorrow evening and goes through April 10th. Only essential employees are able to go out and be going to work. People that are like riding their bicycles or jogging, they're able to be out as long as they're maintaining that distance. And that safe distance is 6 feet or more away from other people. If you take the city buses in my area, the bus driver will not let you in through the front door. You have to go to the back door and go in and sit down and be 6 to 10 feet from, did I say inches before? 6 to 10 feet from other people. Social distancing, they're calling it. You don't have to pay to be on the bus for the next couple of weeks, here where I live anyway, because the bus drivers need to feel protected too. We all need to feel protected and secure during this time, and change is already stressful by itself, but when it's something like this, it's like it compounds the stress. And like for someone like me, I've got my sleep issues, so for someone like me, when my stress is compounded, I want to take a nap. I go to sleep, and I sleep like a log. So between the sleeping stuff and the asthma, I really have to take care of myself, which is why for me having the mask is important. Constant hand washing is important. I have my own personal protective equipment, obviously, with the mask, rubber gloves that I carry around in a little pouchy thing. That way I have them if I need them. Personal hand sanitizer that has a little tiny carabiner that I can clip on myself. And I've reached the point where the bus service will not be adequate for me anymore, so I will probably be biking everywhere. It's challenging times for everyone. And for people that are more social and used to being around other people and going out all the time, I'm sure it's more difficult for them as well. So, what I do to try to stay connected to the people that I know that are really social and having a difficult time is I'll call them on the phone and talk and check in to see how they're doing, or tell them a joke. You can look up lots of jokes online and tell someone a real goofball joke, or they can join like a joke of the day or laughing group on Facebook if they have that technology, and make them laugh so hard that they want to cry. And laughter, I believe, really is the best medicine. Otherwise, I wouldn't be a clown in my spare time. But other things you can do, I say, like, people talk about prepping And yeah, we prep for food and toilet paper and toothpaste and those essentials. But coffee is one of those things that helps me relax. Certain baked goods. So having access to those baked goods or chocolate, but I try not to go overboard with the chocolate. But that's an emergency essential thing for me. Playing cards is something that can be done as one person alone. Reading a book, however thick or thin, takes your mind away from the present situation. Some people like to do Boggle or Scrabble or even, work a puzzle. Whatever will take your mind away from the current situation. Or you can turn the radio on, or if you have CDs, play some music and just dance. Even if you're a horrible dancer, just dancing by yourself can help uplift your mood, give you a little energy, and it'll make you feel better in the long run. So, how are you taking care of yourself? For those that like to get their manicures and pedicures, you might find yourself painting your own nails at home, soaking your feet in the tub, taking a hot bath. If you have those bath bombs, those are nice to toss in because the aroma is so nice. It helps you feel better just by the wonderful smells that come from that. There's still programming on television. You can see what you can find that might interest you, and if there's nothing there that interests you, do some creative writing or come up with something, something different. Something to take your time and to use some talents that maybe you haven't used in a while, or maybe you didn't even consider it as a talent. Doing watercolor, adult coloring, just a variety of things. You have to find what works for you and use it to put your good energy into that so that you can stay at peace and not be overstressed about all the stuff that's going on, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and sometimes it's too much to think about all at once. And so the best thing you can do is breathe. And for some, that is the best that they can do, is to have that time separate to just relax and breathe. And bring yourself to a state of calm and peace. If you get bored and you need something to different to do, there's lots of things online. You can watch movies through YouTube, or I think they're running at a slower speed now than they used to do. But, it is still an option. Or you can go, like, I have a blog page where I put short stories, just do my own little creative writing. You're welcome to read my stuff, or you can create your own stuff. My stuff is found at the lunchboxtales.yolasite.com. Lunchbox Tales, Tales. So there's some options out there. But whatever you do, I just ask that you take care of yourself today. Try not to get caught up into the fear-mongering, because we can create enough fear about things on our own. And what we really need right now is to speak peace, think peace, calm down. Because when you're upset, you're more likely to get sick. People tend to have a fight or flight reaction to things, and you want to stay calm, level-headed, and work through everything one day at a time. So, when I get home today, I am going to show you how to make something like this out of bandanas. Bandanas and like rubber binders, like what you would get possibly your newspaper in or whatever. Or you could also use regular elastic, but that's what I'll be showing you today. So until later, take care.